The Gospel of John, chapter 21, verse 15 onwards, tells us a remarkable scene. When they had finished eating, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Peter, do you love me more than these?" He replied, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Then Jesus said, "Feed my sheep." Our memory is something extraordinary. Scientists say that the human brain can store up to 1 billion gigabytes. In other words, we can live our entire lives without using up this internal HD. However, while we store everything, we don't have a delete button. There are memories that we would like to erase, days that we would like to forget, but they remain. Some of them hurt us, but they also serve as warnings, preventing us from making the same mistakes. I remember when I was a child, and my father warned me not to touch the hot exhaust of a motorcycle. Out of curiosity, I disobeyed, and the burn made me remember that pain forever. Some painful memories are like this. They cannot be erased because they teach us valuable lessons. Jesus asked Peter 3 times if he loved him. This repetition was not by chance. Peter had a deep history with Jesus, full of remarkable moments. He was called by Jesus after a failed fishing trip. He walked on water, but sank when his faith wavered. He was exalted for recognizing Christ as the Son of God and, soon after, rebuked for trying to divert him from the cross. He denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed. Despite all this, Peter still needed to remember who he really was. When Jesus died and rose again, Peter was found in the same situation as when Jesus first called him, fishing. He had given up on his calling and returned to his old job, but Jesus did not give up on him. When he saw him again frustrated by an unsuccessful catch, Jesus repeated the same words he had used when he called him years before. "Cast the net on the right side of the boat." Peter recognized it immediately. His heart raced. His memory returned. He threw himself into the sea and ran to Jesus. Jesus didn't need to rebuke Peter. He just reminded him. And then he asked, "Peter, do you love me?" For the 3rd time, Peter answered sadly, "Lord, you know that I love you." Then Jesus said, "Feed my sheep." Peter had denied Jesus 3 times. Now Jesus made him reaffirm his love 3 times. It was a way of restoring him, of making him understand that his mission was not over. Jesus doesn't want us to forget the lessons he taught us. Some memories hurt, but they are necessary. Peter needed to remember his calling to understand that there was still a purpose for him. Just like Peter, how many times have we tried to go back to what God has already taken away from us? How many times have we persisted in our mistakes, even knowing that He has already shown us a better way? If God reminds you of something today, perhaps He is calling you back. Don't forget, He never gave up on you.